darkness, mother of light, earth beneath the soul in flight, songs of love and love of life, guide us to our heart. Mother of darkness, mother of light, earth beneath the soul in flight, songs of love and love of life, guide us to our heart. Mother of darkness, mother of light, earth beneath the soul in flight.
Sisters, something is stirring in all women right now. And I mean, in the most realist way that we could ever fathom. And I don't mean it in a polished, aesthetic, or spiritual pose kind of way. I mean in the body, in our dreams, in our grief, in our anger, in the sudden awareness that the old ways or the social norm are not working anymore. In a way that women today feel the pressure to either stay small and out of the way, or those that have become so bold that they tell their truth in a way that something is deep, deep down within inside of us, and it's asking us to rise. I believe that Sophia is part of that. And I want to go deeper into where Sophia comes from. Because for me, the Nag Hammadi text are a part of the real foundation of this conversation. In those Gnostic writings, Sophia is not a decoration. She is not a side note. She is not a symbol pulled out only to make feminine sound softer. She's the center point of everything mysterious. She is wisdom itself. She is part of the divine architecture. She is part of the story of how spirit and matter and light and confusion, wholesomeness and fragmentation all begin to unfold. And so with that, I say, let's begin. Hello. And everything I just said, it matters. It really matters. Because when we talk about Sophia, we are not just talking about a woman or a goddess in the simple sense. We are talking about a force that reveals the deep feminine intelligence that is behind creation, transformation, transmutation, remembrance. Sophia carries the arc of separation, but also the power of return. She carries the wisdom that comes only through real struggle. She carries a part of the divine feminine that doesn't say untouched by the world. It moves through it. It touches it. It changes it. And I think women know this story all too well. Women have carried wisdom in systems that don't honor them. We have carried intuition in worlds that call us irrational. We have carried sacredness while being asked to stay small and insignificant. This is why I feel Sophia is rising and becoming truly alive right now within us all. Because it's not about an ancient knowledge, which is there. It's majorly there, right? She is about feminine wisdom surviving distortion, chaos, hiddenness, but yet she's still returning. And I want to say something clearly here. Sophia did not leave behind the feminine divine that was meant to be passive. She left behind a pattern of remembrance, a codex, a pathway, a kind of living signal that says wisdom is not owned by the hierarchy, the head, those in power. Wisdom is alive, rational, and the feminine in the most deepest sense of those words, meaning it knows how to be received, how to create, how to discern, how to transform, and how to hold mystery without flattening it. This is the real work now, to let the feminine wisdom live through us again. And it doesn't mean one energy, one goddess, one frequency, one path. It means the divine feminine is coming through in multiple different forms, different identities, different energies, depending on what that woman specifically needs. It means Hecate comes when the path splits and you have to choose. She comes when you need boundaries, protection, and the courage to stand in the darkness without panicking, to feel that you are not alone. My other favorite is Atabey. She comes in like water. She comes in like distant memory. She comes in like the deep maternal current that reminds us that healing is not just mental. It is ancestral, ancient, emotional, and embodied. She comes when women need to remember that they belong to this earth, to their body, to their sacred waters of life. Kali, she comes when illusions have to be burned to the ground. She comes when the false self can't hold on anymore. She comes in when the old identity is dying and there's no way around true transformation. She comes when softness is no longer the answer and that fierceness and fierce truth and strength is what is required. Then we have the beauty that we just worked with, Medusa. She comes in when you need protection. She comes in when your anger is so much that the truth needs to be out. She comes in when boundaries matter more than your likability. She comes in when you have seen too much to go back to being innocent. Your power has become visible, whether people like it or not. These deities, they are not abstractions. They are living energies women can work with. And the way you work with them is not by forcing it. You listen. You sit still long enough to notice what is rising within you. You pay attention to what keeps showing up again in your dreams, in your life, in your mannerisms. You begin to notice where your spirit leans you forward and then where it pulls you back. It notices the truth that keeps knocking on your door, even when you just want to avoid it, well, bypass it. This is where their guidance comes in. Let's pull a goddess card. Pele, passion. Mm. With the volcano at the center of her heart. Passion. I love this deck because all the goddesses in this deck, this is the dark goddess, um, the dark goddesses oracle deck. I love it because all the goddesses, their eyes are to me, it's like clairvoyant. They're open, they're guiding. So we have Pele, passion. Let's pull it Isis. We have the knot of Isis. Part of your spiritual destiny involves a special relationship with a goddess. This means that not only do you have an important spiritual task of helping her thrive in this world, but you are afforded her power, protection, and abundance too. You are not deepening, you are now deepening your connection to the goddess. That is beautiful. And give me 1 second. I need to get these silly little cats. Oh, okay. So now we're going to stop. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So again, this is where their guidance begins. Let's see, what's this one? Awaken the magic of your creativity. Immerse yourself in the world of feeling. I love this one. This one's really speaking to me. Sophia, we have a lot of the blue light. Come on, what is up with my camera? Ew, what is up with my camera? HD camera, hello. Right there. There we go. And those koi, and then we have the blue light above it. I love that. Everything blue light is Sophia. Awaken the magic of your creativity. And let's immerse yourself in the world of feeling. So if Sophia is speaking to you and you've seen that, you have you have a sense of clarity, like I just did, right? With the blue light right above it. If Hecate is speaking to you, you may feel like you're at a threshold. If Atabey is speaking to you, you may feel a deep emotional remembrance. If Kali is speaking to you, it may feel like sacred destruction happening around you. If Medusa is speaking to you, sister, it may feel like fierce protection, or maybe that refusal to soften for someone else's comfort. And once you start to recognize these movements, you begin to work with them intentionally. Journaling is one way, uh, meditation, prayer, sitting in silence is my favorite. Walking in nature, sitting with a tree, touching grass. My next favorite one is I love a good shower. I love the water flowing over my head. So bathing is one. Lighting a candle. Give me 1 second. So lighting a candle. as we will do together right now. This is one of my candles. This is the goddess Hecate candle. And again, as we light this, I just want you to envision the flame being the needle and allow it to meld our hearts together, sew them, stitch them. Beautiful flame. So maybe light a candle, hold your gaze with the flame, and ask, what is true? Ask yourself, is there one way or another? Ask for guidance. Speak honestly. That is another way. Choose differently. That is another way. And this is why I'm going to drop this again. The red tent that I am doing matters so much because women need space to do this kind of work together. Sometimes you can't figure out where to start. We need places where we can speak about what's happening without it being dismissed. We need spaces where our spiritual experiences are not reduced to a fantasy or some type of pathology that's happening to your body. We need places where we can allow grief to flow. We need places where we can allow anger to be seen, where intuition can be honored, and where the divine feminine is not treated as if it's a concept, but is a real, true presence. Red tent is a sacred container for that. And if you'd like more information on the red tent, I have my Eventbrite link. It is free to join, and I would really enjoy having you in our space. And it is where women can gather and remember. It is where you can be witnessed. It is where the deeper voice can come through. It is where our feminine divine is not just spoken about, but felt. Because women are tired. Tired of carrying on what was never ours. Tired of pretending the false is just fine. I'm fine. Tired of being told to stay calm when our soul is trying to wake up. Tired of calling disconnection healing. To just get over it. Oh, sisters. I think a lot of us are also tired of being spiritually overfed by the love and light community, the new age spirituality, the soul starved people. Sophia asks us not to perform. She asks us simply to remember. She asks us to come back to what was real, wisdom. To come back to what was real, truth. To come back to the feminine divine in a way that is grounded, honest, and alive. And the beauty of the Nanghamandi tradition is that it does not flatten Sophia into something that is tame. It leaves her wild enough to matter. It leaves her mysterious enough to continue speaking. It leaves space for feminine divine to become active and as complex as it is, and still unfolding through us all. This is what I want women to feel. That is what she wants women to feel. The story is still being written, and the call is still alive. There are deities that are not far away. They are already in the room. They're already in your body. They're already in your dreams, in your conscious or subconscious, in your synchronicities. They are already working through the way that you speak, you choose, you grieve, protect, and rise. So if you're feeling that stirring, trust it. Don't rush past it. Don't shrink it back down into that little box. Don't explain it away. Listen. Maybe write. Meditate. Do visualization meditations. Gather with other sisters. And let the ancient wisdom begin to move through you again. Because Sophia, sisters, is rising, and the feminine divine is rising with her in real time. So with that, I would just say to you, reach out to yourself. Dig down deep and find out what you need to know. Because it's all about Zoria, the journey. All about the journey, sisters. If it pops in. Pop. Nope. There we go. Journey. And then the next Isis card we have is the Mother of Life. When life seems dry, depleted, filled, and repetitive tasks are simply stagnant and stifled, Isis, the Mother of Life, holds the ability to revive even the most numb, resilient, and difficult circumstances in your life. She calls you now, seeking to bestow grief upon you, gifts upon you, sorry. So be bold and brave and open your arms to receive. All of that. All right, let's grab another one. Follow your vision. Never lose sight of what is really important. I love this. This one is beautiful. We've got the moon in the back, the full moon. I'll have I will be doing a lot of full and new moon circles. I have another new moon circle coming up on Friday. So I will post that. Once I have enough followers, I'll go live and we'll have live circles. Oh, okay. So let's see. Do we need any more cards? Should we pull any cards? Let's see. What do we have? The Wheel of Fortune, sisters. The Wheel of Fortune, all of those crows, all the symbol. There's so many symbols in this. I wish this camera would just like, we've got the lion, the snake, scorpion, feminine divine, the crows, a bull, the male and female signs, all the water signs. We have keys all over. Wow, this card's really beautiful. So that, sisters, is what you can expect your outcome to be as you begin to step into this phase of your life where you're actually honoring your own eternal Sophia. And if you have any more questions about Sophia or anything like that, in this playlist, there'll be many different little saucy little snippets for you to learn more about Sophia. And I say thank you. And with that, I'm going to unstitch our candle till our next circle, our next time together. Blessed be.